Hi, I'm Adrianne. I'm one of the yoga teachers here at La Coralina Island House. I'll be guiding you through your Vinyasa practice this morning. It's a repeating slow flow that we'll be moving through. It can become quite meditative as we move through it with our breath. I hope you enjoy. So we'll get started in child's pose today. So just take your knees nice and wide on the mat, big toes together to touch, and then slowly walking your fingertips forward to settle in to your space on your mat. Folding in, letting your forehead come to the mat, just coming into a restful space there, letting your forehead fall heavy onto the mat, fingertips wide, just letting those hips settle in to the bole of your feet, arriving to the space and arriving to your practice. Maybe if your forehead is in contact with the mat, maybe giving yourself a little roll side to side, massaging into that space between your eyebrows. Slowly ironing out any stress, tension you may be holding onto there. Releasing into your jaw as you roll through your face. And then coming into stillness there. Landing in that nice still child's pose. Taking the time to arrive on your mat. Into your practice, and just checking in, noticing how your body's feeling, noticing any tension, stress you may be holding on to, noticing the breath. Does it catch? Does it come and go easily? It's simply always just a notice, never a judgment. Just noticing where you need to send a little bit of extra love, attention, breath, awareness. As we move throughout our practice, noticing any thoughts that come and go, any thoughts that come to disturb your peace of mind, your presence on your mat. If any of those thoughts appear, just simply acknowledge them, and letting them go with the same ease of breath. We'll take one more inhale here. And then from here, slowly coming up onto your fingertips, and we walk ourselves over toward the left side of our mat. So nice and slow, lifting the chest halfway, walking your hands as far off the side of the mat as that's comfortable for you. And then with an exhale, lightly guiding that shoulder toward the mat, letting that right side start to open up. Right shoulder tip come toward the mat. Breathing into that space. You're creating those muscles on the side of the body. We'll take one more round of breath here, deep inhale. And coming up onto the fingertips, slowly walking yourself back to center, halfway coming back. From here, stay up on the left fingertips, and we're going to thread the needle, so sliding that right hand underneath the left palm facing up. Before you lower that shoulder, drop that right shoulder away. Taking that right hand as far under that's comfortable for you. You can keep those fingers long. The hands forward, finding the length in the sides of the body. Inhale here. And then nice and slow, slowly walking toward the opposite side of your mat. So walking those hands nice and long, and then slowly lowering the left side toward the mat. Opening up through the left side ribs, left side body. Settling into that space there. And just gently breathing into the opening up. And letting your head fall to the mat. We'll take one more round of breath. And then nice and slow, coming up onto the fingertips, slowly walking back to center. This time the fingertips on the right hand lift and press in, and then the left hand slides underneath the right. Before you lower that shoulder, lower it away from the ear, and then let your head fall toward the left side of your face. Sliding that left hand underneath, palm facing up. You can stay up onto the fingertips here. Maybe you can bring it closer to your face to help deepen that twist. It's up to you. Breathing into wherever you're feeling this twist. And take one more inhale here. And then nice and slow, slowly rolling back over, pressing into the right hand, gently sliding that left hand out from underneath. Send it long. Walk those fingertips forward one more time as you inhale, halfway lift there. And then exhaling, settling back into that mat. Forehead toward the mat, maybe staying up on your fingertips this time. And then from here, slowly walking your hands back up and shifting onto your seat here to send the legs forward. So gently rolling onto one hip, lengthening both legs, maybe giving them a little bit of a wiggle here side to side, a little bit of a shake. And then from here, we'll come into a half Gomukhasana. So pulling the right knee in toward the chest, just let it land there for a moment, sitting up nice and tall. And then let that right foot cross over top of the left. So allowing the knee to come toward the knee. If that doesn't happen and your knees lifted a little bit, that is perfectly fine. But just flexing into the left foot there. Half Gomukhasana, half cow face pose here. So just take an inhale to lift up through the chest. Walk those fingertips forward a small amount. Staying there. If you're feeling any gripping in your hips, just pause. And from here, we'll take a few rounds of a seated cat-cow position. So inhaling, staying up on the fingertips to pull the chest forward. It won't be a huge amount. And then exhaling to tuck and round through the spine, letting the chin fall toward the chest. A few more rounds here, inhaling to move the shoulders away from the ears as you come forward into that cow position. And then exhaling to round. One more inhale to come forward. One more exhaling to round. This time as you inhale to come forward, take a nice long spine as you exhale, folding forward any amount over those legs. Breathing into the back of the leg, and that extended foot, letting your head relax here as much as that's comfortable for you, letting that forehead fall toward the leg. Breathing into any sensations that you happen to be feeling. One more inhale here. And then nice and slow, slowly walking yourself back up. Gently uncrossing the right leg from behind the left. And then we bring the left leg in. So flexing into that right foot, pull the left knee in. Sitting up nice and tall. And then crossing that left foot over top of the right. Hugging that right knee in toward the opposite knee, or keeping it lifted as much as that's comfortable for you. So settling into that seat. Take an inhale to lift, finding that length. We walk forward a small amount. So from here, a few rounds of that seated cat-cow. So inhaling to pull the chest forward as you lift. And exhaling to round. 2 more rounds here. Inhaling to lift, pulling it forward. Exhaling to round. One last time. Inhaling to pull the chest forward. And exhaling to tuck the belly in slightly and round. Last one, as you inhale to come forward with a nice long spine, take that exhale to fold over that leg a small amount or a lot. Depends on you and your practice, how you're feeling this morning. Just letting it go. Let your head fall toward the knee if that's comfortable for you. One more round of breath here. Deep inhale. Nice and slow, slowly walking yourself back up, gently leaning into the hands, untucking the feet, give your legs a little bit of a shake and a roll, and then we come into tabletop position here. So coming into that nice cat-cow, a little bit more warm up for the spine. So grounding down through your knees, your hands spread through those fingers. You can tuck the toes or keep them flat, up to you. Here we go, inhale to drop the belly, lift the chest, squeezing those shoulder blades. And then exhaling to tuck the bum around through the spine, pull those shoulders up. Keep moving here, inhaling to come back into that cow. And exhaling to round, tucking the bum to pull those shoulders up. And then from here, finding any movement you would like, whatever feels good to you, to move, wake up that body. Pausing at whatever positions feel good, feel particularly juicy during your practice. And we'll take one more round here. And then when you're ready, coming back to that neutral spine position. So staying in that tabletop position, go ahead and tuck the toes. We'll come into a bear hover or a hovering table here. So tucking those toes, grounding down through those hands. We'll take an inhale. We're just holding the knees a few centimeters off the mat. So tuck the toes, tuck that slight bum underneath, and then lifting those knees up off the mat. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We take a downward facing dog here. Right leg straightens, left knee stays bent, guiding that right heel toward the mat. Pressing into the hands, left knee stays bent. We just draw that right heel toward the mat, even if it doesn't touch. Take one more inhale here. We shift it back forward to hover that table off the mat. Hovering those knees, we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow. This time the left leg straightens, right knee stays bent. Sending those hips back, guiding the left heel toward the mat. Breathing into the back side of the leg. We'll take one more inhale here. Nice and slow. We shift it back forward, hovering table. One last time. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow. Full downward facing dog this time, and then go ahead and walk out your dog, pedaling it out. Slight draw in of the belly, slight tuck of that tailbone, taking any movement you would like in your downward facing dog. Knees can always be bent. Heels never have to touch the mat, just guiding them in that direction. And then when you're ready, finding stillness in your downward facing dog. Landing there just for a few rounds of breath. Deep inhale. And then when you're ready, looking forward, bending your knees, traveling to the front of the mat. So walk your feet forward to the front of your mat. Once you get there, take a halfway lift on your inhale, and then folding it forward on your exhale. Stay in that fold. So grabbing onto opposite elbows here, giving yourself a nice little hug, letting everything dangle toward the mat. Maybe taking a little movement side to side, swaying. Maybe shaking your head, yes, shaking your head, no. And then when you're ready, let everything dangle toward the mat. Let your head, your shoulders, your hands be super heavy, soft bend in the knees. And then when you're ready, we start to roll up. So stacking each vertebrae on top of each vertebrae, let your head, your shoulders be super, super heavy. And then rolling those shoulders back and down as you come to standing on your mat, lifting through the chest. Let your hands fall towards your sides, shoulders away from the ears, palms facing forward. Just landing in that standing position. Take the time to connect your feet to the mat. Deep inhale. Fully exhale. 2 rounds of a half sun salutation only. So take a deep inhale. Reach the arms up. And then exhale, bending the knees to fold it forward. Take a halfway lift on your inhale. Folding it back on your exhale. From here, we rise on your inhale. You can come up with a flat spine or roll. It's up to you. Reaching those hands up nice and tall. Hands through heart center, releasing them to your sides. One last round here. Inhale, reaching up, maybe taking a tiny back bend. Exhaling to fold it forward. Halfway lift on your inhale. Fold it back on your exhale. From here we rise. Sweep your arms up overhead, going nice and long through the front side of the body. Hands through heart center, releasing them to your sides. Pause there. 1 round of a full sun salutation A here, moving with your breath. Inhale, reaching the arms up. And exhaling to fold it forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Bend your knees, plant your hands, stepping back into your plank. Option to drop the knees, squeeze those elbows in as you lower all the way down to your mat. Take an inhale to lift into cobra. Move the chest forward as you lower, tucking the toes. Downward facing dog here, hips towards the sky. Landing in your downward facing dog, pausing there. 1 more inhale. When you're ready, look forward, bend your knees, traveling to the front of your mat. Walk, step, or jump, landing softly, halfway lift on your inhale. Holding it forward on your exhale. Rising up, sweep your arms up overhead, reaching the arms up nice and tall. Hands through heart center, releasing the hands towards the sides. Pause there. Inhaling, shoulders away from the ears as you exhale softly, making some space between your shoulders and your ears. And we come into our flow here. So again, it's a bit of a repeating meditative flow, nothing too complicated. And just being mindful to stay present in your practice. When you're ready, take a deep inhale. Reach the arms up overhead. Exhaling to fold it forward. Halfway lift on your inhale. Now we step the left foot back for a low lunge, Adrianne. Lower the left knee. Inhale to reach up, lift and lengthen. And then exhaling, we settle into it. We take one more inhale there. Both hands come down to the mat. Tuck your back toes under. We lift into a half pyramid pose. So pyramid pose variation. So straightening out the right leg as the left heel moves back. Folding over that front leg. We take one more inhale here, rebending into that right knee, coming into a runner's lunge. Stay up on those fingertips, stay light there, pulling that chest forward. From here, take a deep inhale, we reach the arms up overhead, nice and slow, and then exhale to cactus, lifting through the chest, tiny little back bend here. Take one more inhale, lifting through the chest, lean forward slightly, both hands reach forward. Right hand's gonna peel open to reach the right hand back, left hand forward, landing in that twisted, that revolved crescent. Take one more inhale here, right hand to the left, or to the lower back, left hand reaches up overhead. One more inhale, we hold, and then take a big sweep back or sweep forward with the right hand, left hand sweeps back, left foot's gonna pivot parallel with the mat. And we land in a warrior two, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale to flip the right palm, inhale, and then exhaling, take it into a reverse warrior here. One more inhale, big cartwheel forward as you exhale, both hands land toward the right foot. Stepping back into plank pose. Option to drop the knees, we'll take it all the way down to the mat. Inhale into cobra, you can keep it low or take it higher. Move the chest forward as you lower, downward facing dog. Send those hips towards the back. Staying there, deep inhale, and exhale fully. Looking forward, coming up onto your toes, traveling to the front of your mat. Take a halfway lift once you get there, inhale. Fold it forward on your exhales. From here, we step the right foot back this time. Low lunge, Adrianne, lowering the right knee toward the mat. Inhaling to lift. And we exhale to settle. Keep those back toes tucked under. Fingertips reaching towards the sky. One more inhale. Both hands come down toward the mat. Pyramid pose variation. So lifting up the right knee as the left leg starts to straighten, sending those hips back. Folding over any amount over that left leg. You can take hands to blocks if you have them, or keeping fingertips on the mat. Take one more inhale, rebending into that left knee, runner's lunge. Chest pulls forward. Come light onto those fingertips. Take an inhale to reach up to land in that crescent lunge. Deepening on that exhale. Take a slight lean forward with the body as you inhale, send those arms forward. And then peel that left arm open to open up into that revolved crescent lunge. Left hand to the lower back. Inhale to exalt. Right hand reaches up overhead. And you stay for that exhale. Inhale to slowly come up. Left hand's going to sweep forward. Right hand's going to sweep back, pivoting with that right foot to land in a warrior two. Virabhadrasana 2. Flip that left palm as you inhale. And we take it into reverse. One more inhale, and then a big cartwheel forward with the hands to land the hands. Stepping back into plank pose, setting it up. Don't rush it. We lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale into cobra once you land. Move the chest forward as you lower, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Staying in that downward facing dog for 3 rounds of breath. And again, we're going to repeat that flow a little bit quicker. We know where we're going. Moving with that mindful breath. When you're ready, coming up onto your toes, bend your knees, looking forward, traveling to the front of your mat. Once you get there, halfway lift, inhale. Exhaling to fold it forward. Inhale, we rise, sweep your arms up overhead. Hands through heart center, releasing them to your sides. You inhale to reach the arms up, maybe a back bend here. Exhaling to fold it forward. Halfway lift on your inhale. We step the left foot back, low lunge, lower the left knee. Inhale to rise. Exhale, we sink. Both hands come toward the mat. Pyramid pose variation, lifting the left knee, straightening the right, folding over any amount over that right leg. Inhale to come back forward into that runner's lunge. Stay light on those fingertips. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, growing nice and long in that crescent lunge, landing it there. Take a slight lean forward with the torso as you inhale, and then peel the right arm open to come into revolved crescent. Right hand reaching back, left hand reaching forward. One more inhale, take the hand either to the low back or reach back toward that leg. Left hand reaches up, we exalt. Inhale to come back forward, big sweep forward with the right hand. Left hand reaches back, left foot pivots to land in that warrior two. Flipping the right palm on your inhale, lean it forward and then take it into reverse. Big circle forward with the arms, land them down. Stepping back into your plank option, always to drop the knees, lowering down all the way to the mat. Inhale into cobra, peel it up. Moving the chest forward as you lower, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Stay there, deep inhale. And exhaling fully. When you're ready, looking forward, bend your knees, hop, step, jump, land at the front of your mat, halfway lift, exhaling to fold. This time we step the right foot back, so landing on the left, stepping the right foot back, lowering the right knee, inhaling to lift, exhaling, we settle. One more deep inhale here, tuck those back toes under, both hands come to the mat, pyramid pose variation. Pick up the right knee, straighten out through the left, folding over that left leg. One more inhale, and then rebend that left knee, runner's lunge, land it there just for a moment. From here on your inhale, reaching up, landing in your crescent lunge, deepening on your exhale. Slight lean forward as you inhale, and then peel that left arm open. Right arm reaches back. Either the left hand can come to the low back or toward that back leg. We exalt. Inhaling to lift. And then big circle forward with the left hand. Right arm circles back to land in your warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Shoulders away from the ears. Flip that left palm on your inhale. And then take it into your reverse warrior. One more inhale there. Big cartwheel forward with the hands, landing them. We step the left foot back to plank. We lower down for that chaturanga. Inhale into cobra, peel that chest up. Moving the shoulders forward, chest forward as you lower, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Hold there. A few rounds of breath, breathing deep, inhale. Exhaling fully. One more deep inhale. And exhaling fully. One more time, we move through that flow, same thing. When you're ready, looking forward, bend your knees, traveling to the front of your mat. Take a halfway lift on your inhale. Fold it forward on your exhale. Rising up, inhaling to sweep the arms up overhead. Hands through heart center, releasing them to your sides, Tadasana mountain pose. Last time we roll through that sequence, inhale to reach the arms up, and then exhaling, we fold it forward. Halfway lift on your inhale, and we step the left foot back, low lunge, lower the left knee. Inhaling to lift, and exhaling, we settle. Both hands come toward the mat, tuck the back toes, lift that left knee, pyramid pose variation, hips move back. Folding over that front leg. Inhale to come back forward, rebending the knee, landing in that runner's lunge. Light on the fingertips, inhaling to sweep the arms forward and up to land in your crescent. Exhaling to deepen. Slight lean forward as you inhale. Peel that right arm open as you lift and land into that revolved crescent. Taking that reverse, so left arm reaches up, right hand can reach back, or take it to your low back. Inhale to come back forward, big sweep forward with the right. Left arm reaches back, landing in that warrior two, pivoting that back foot. Flip your right palm on your inhale, reverse it on your exhale. Staying there, one more inhale. Big cartwheel forward with the hands, landing them down, stepping your right foot back into plank, and then we lower chaturanga. Inhale into cobra. Moving the chest forward as you lower, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. One last side. When you're ready, looking forward, bend your knees, traveling to the front of your mat. Once you get there, halfway lift on your inhale, folding it forward on your exhale. Stay there. We step the right foot back this time. So grounding down through the left foot, stepping that right foot back, lower the right knee, inhaling to lift, exhaling to settle. One more deep inhale. Tuck the back toes, lower the hands, pick up the right knee, straighten out the left for that pyramid pose variation. Inhaling to come back forward into the runner's lunge. Stay there, deep inhale, come light onto the fingertips. Sweep the hands up as you inhale, landing in that crescent lunge. Take it a little lean forward as you inhale, peeling that left arm open as you exhale to land in that revolved crescent. We exalt, right hand reaches up, left hand reaches back, or take it to your low back. And then inhaling to come back forward, big sweep of the left arm, right arm reaches back, pivoting right foot to land in your warrior two. Flipping that left palm as you inhale. One last time, we exalt our warrior. Staying there, one more inhale. Big cartwheel forward with the hands, land them, stepping back into plank, and we lower down for that chaturanga. Inhale into cobra, peel the chest up. Moving the chest forward as you lower, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. We stay here. Holding there in that downward facing dog. You can walk it out as much as you need to here. Just stay still. One more inhale. And then from here, we shift it forward to land on our knees. And we take a little bit of a shell pose, so let your hips fall towards your feet. You can keep your hands extended, or you can bring them down toward your feet. Let your forehead fall toward the mat as you bring yourself in, folding over your legs. Just feeling that gentle warmth in your body. If your heart rate came up a little bit, just letting it calm. Respiratory rate calm. And then when you're ready, nice and slow, we make our way onto our back. So just gently pressing yourself up, shifting onto one hip, whichever side you prefer. Swinging your legs forward to gently lower down onto your back. So taking it nice and slow. Bring your knees into your chest once you get there. Hugging your knees in nice and tight. Maybe taking a little gentle rock side to side. And then from here, we take it into happy baby. So taking your knees out toward the armpits, send those feet up towards the sky. Grabbing onto the outer edge of your feet. You can take your hands toward the back of your thighs if your feet are not within reach, or your ankles, whatever feels good to you. Again, option is to find some stillness here, or you can take a little rock side to side, giving yourself a little massage. One more inhale here. Nice full exhale, and coming back into stillness when you're ready. Gently drawing your feet in towards the glutes, and then hugging your knees back into the chest. We take a little bit of a twist. So deep inhale, and then exhale. We take both legs over toward the left side. So let your hands come out toward a T position, stacking knee on top of knee. You can gaze over that right shoulder if you'd like. Coming into that twist, I have a bug coming into my mouth here. A part of me as I spit it out. We'll take one more inhale here. And And then nice and slow, slowly bringing your gaze up first and then gently drawing those knees back in. Recenter your feet, your knees on them, or your hips on the mat, I should say, and then let your knees fall over toward the right, gazing over that left shoulder, if that feels good to you. Landing there in that twist for a few more rounds of breath. And slowly, when you're ready, coming back to center, bringing your gaze up first, bringing those knees back in, recenter your hips on the mat, hugging both knees in toward the chest. And then when you're ready, setting yourself up for Shavasana, so lowering the feet to the mat, and then taking those legs nice and long off the sides of your mat, turning your hands to face up, and then just gently pick up the left shoulder, tuck the left shoulder blade underneath, and then do the same thing with the right side. So pick up the right shoulder, tuck the right shoulder blade underneath, and let that rest. Just feeling that nice openness in the chest. So we land in our final pose of our class in Shavasana. So holding here, and breathing, just letting everything resettle, letting the benefits of our practice sink in, finding stillness in your fingers and your toes, releasing any tension in your forehead, your jaw. And again, if any thoughts creep in to disturb your peace, simply let them go with the same ease of breath as we hold the final few moments of our practice in Shavasana. Taking as much time in Shavasana as you need. Spend as much time here as it feels right for you. If you're ready to move, go ahead and start to wiggle your fingers, your toes, your wrists, your ankles. Maybe drawing your legs in toward each other, taking a nice big stretch to reach up overhead. And of course, always spending as much time there as you need. And then only when you're ready, gently rolling onto one side, whichever side is your favorite. Just pause there in that fetal position. And then gently pressing your way up to a comfortable seated position on your mat, spending, again, as much time in Shavasana as you'd like. Once you come into that seated position, go ahead, settle yourself in, take a deep inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Bring your hands into your heart center, maybe a slight bow of the chin here. Thank you for practicing with me. May you have peace in your mind. Love, peace, kindness in your heart. Namaste.